This boy didn't know about back with another video. Say man, yeah, this is important video, man. As a Dallas, Texas native, Sock Oak Cliff, Sock South Oak Cliff alum. SMU is in the college football playoffs. Nobody is giving us a chance. Kevin Jennings is an amazing quarterback, Sock alum. Baby Lamar, but nobody's giving SMU a chance against Penn State. I just want to see what all the bap about. I'm finna go on YouTube and react to a couple videos that's predicting the game. I kind of seen some stuff that Josh Pat was saying, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I ain't rocking with it. I ain't rocking with it, but we finna get into the video. We finna react to some of this. We finna look at some highlights. We finna look at some reactions to, we just finna look at some of this shit, man. But let's just get into it, man. Let's just get into it, dog. I guess who should we start with? Who out here talking? Penn State football needs to do this to beat SMU. It seems like they hating. It seems like they hating for the show. Oh, I likes that. Why Kevin Jennings could spark the win for SMU. I just want to see what the general consistency. Yeah, Ruffino and Joe, they hating like a motherfucker. Why Penn State will dominate SMU. God damn. Man, I want to hear this. Why is Penn State finna dominate? These things sound
Joe,
like they
Penn State in SMU, they're calling for a whiteout in Penn State. SMU goes on the road, in 12-degree weather. 12-degree weather is where it's forecasted at the current moment. I went and looked that up. It's like, how cold is that shit going to be up there? Dallas ain't nowhere near 12 degrees. Okay, but Penn State, SMU, how do you see this one playing out?
One, really quickly, it sucks so much that Penn State was frustrated by the fact that they haven't had the ability to have a night whiteout this year on like a premier big-time matchup.
And then they get to the playoffs and they get SMU.
Well, no, but they get the...
God damn, bro. This nigga is tweaking. Why you don't like SMU? This nigga hating like Blake Ruffino. That boy hating on SMU like a motherfucker. That nigga must be from... Is that Joe Burrow at LSU? He just hating. He just hating on Dallas.
Like. They don't get their like late night whiteout. They get the noon game again. So they got the short end of the stick.
Well, let me ask you this. Penn State fans that are watching this clip or watching the video live right now, would you rather not have a night game and have to play SMU and then Boise State, or would you rather a night game and play Tennessee?
It's a very apt point to bring up.
Get out of Tennessee nuts.
I'm gonna repeat.
Get out of Tennessee nuts. I'm gonna say this: SMU. I ain't gonna say SMU better than Tennessee, but Kevin Jennings is better than Nico. So like, I'm going with the good quarterback. But motherfucker be on the SEC nuts, bro. LSU trash. All in your background.
What I said in the last preview, Blake. SMU is about to get their doors blown off. Not only is there a talent gap. Not only did we watch SMU's offensive line get worked by Clemson's, this Penn State D-line is gonna whoop their ass. Not only all that, but you just mentioned it's going to be freezing. The team from Dallas who looked cold in the ACC championship game when it was in the high 40s or low 40s, high 30s, they looked cold. You think that they're going to be able and ready to... I'm just telling you, it's a different type of cold in the middle of December in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Let me see what they comments
They're going to get their butts kicked. I think that if there's a game that is going to be a splattering, that is going to be lopsided, it is going to be Penn State dominating SMU.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, other than just coming out here and say it's going to be a splattering,
bro,
Andy Kotelnicki, would appear, pretty much came out because he had some interest from West Virginia that... I mean, he posted on social media that he's coming back. So I think that's a big deal. Joe, their game plan has got to be throw the ball. Throw the ball. First down, second down, third down, fourth down. Throw the ball. This team cannot cover. I would go out there guns blazing. This secondary's – I don't think Penn State is fantastic with the weapons that they have outside. I think Tyler Warren is a superhuman. He's a super freak. Super freaky. Okay, he is that dude. It doesn't matter. They're gonna eat him alive. I've seen lesser teams eat SMU secondary alive than Penn State. You're right in thinking and saying it's going to be a bloodbath. I get all of that. And every time we bring this up, I get pissed off every single time more, knowing that Bama should be the team, or South Carolina should be the team, or Ole Miss should be the team going up in that 12 degrees and playing. This is the thing that pisses me off the most. Now, watch SMU go out there and beat Penn State. But I'll tell you this, Penn State fans, find a way to lose the next 2 weeks.
Bro, this dude is hating, bro. Why SMU can't get a chance? Why SMU ain't got a shot? Both teams is 11-2, and Penn State ain't just. Come on, bro. They had a good game against Oregon, man. Like that's what we doing. They look really good against Ohio State, but these is losses, man. Both teams is 11-2. Like y'all gotta quit doing that.
You then question marks need to start really flying up about James Franklin. I don't think they are. And I think that they showed, Joe, if we're being honest, this year more than anything, they are on the doorstep. They really are. I really believe that about Penn State. They're on the doorstep of doing something fantastic. Can you finally get over that hump? And if you would have told me going into the beginning of the season that Penn State would make the playoff and potentially win 2 games and get to a semis, Joe, that's overperforming, regardless of who their opponents are. It's overperforming to where we thought that they would be. But the bottom line remains for me, SMU is not the team that's going to test you. You get a couple of weeks, you get a home game, throw the ball. Drew Allar is going to have 350. I'm calling it.
See, yeah, I don't even. He just talking. They just looking for a hot take. Drew Allar. Come on, bro. I thought his name was Drew Allar. It could be Drew Allar. But we not finna just say they just for the throw the ball. Penn State is not a great throwing team. It looked pretty good throwing against Oregon and whatever. But this is not just a complete mismatch. Why is everybody saying that? I do not believe it's just a complete mismatch, bro. Y'all is tweaking. They just looking for a hot take, and I get it. But I promise you that SMU don't get smacked by Penn State. It's low-key disrespectful, bro. Get your viewers, though, gang. I ain't tripping.
He's going to have 350. This secondary is bad.
I do agree with that. I think that if there is a game, and he threw for a ton of yards against Oregon, a little bit more out of necessity,
Okay,
but
pause.
there were picks, though.
Pause. He had the 2 interceptions. He's been a little turnover prone. There were some. Drew Allar is everything people try to convince me that Joe Milton was without the running ability. Massive arm, bad decision-maker in moments.
Yeah.
But Allar is the Coca-Cola version of that. Remember, they tried to sell me on Joe Milton. Dude's got a massive arm. When he's in rhythm, he's the most dangerous quarterback in the country. I fully believe that when he's on one. But is he going to wee down his leg and be inconsistent? When he starts doing that, he starts getting bad, Joe.
Yeah, look, there's a little bit of truth that there's some unnaturalness sometimes to the way that he plays the game. But this isn't going to be the game.
Drew Allar is not all that, and if you put the game on Drew Allar, if you I'm calling him Drew Allar. Drew is Drew Allar to me. But if Drew Allar is getting the ball and throwing it first, second, third down, like bro saying, Penn State not finna win, bro. Stop the cap. Like Penn State is not finna win if they just pass the ball on SMU's just bad secondary. The SMU secondary ain't all that great. Their pass rush is pretty damn good. So, hey, throw it every day if you want to. Like, they just capping. They ain't saying nothing about Rashard Smith, the running back for SMU. They ain't saying nothing about Kevin Jennings. This is a video, 7-minute video, 5:10, been all about Penn State, and they ain't said nothing about SMU. I can tell they have not watched SMU, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Stop this.
Where they're troubled. I really don't think that they're getting tested until they're going to face the winner of the Notre Dame-Georgia game. They get 2 warm-ups. They get 2 games to figure out, like, you know, what can we accomplish with their passing attack? It's like they're starting in week 0. And
2 warm-ups, bro. 2 warm-ups? That's crazy to me. Right.
They get to square up and play 2 G5 teams. That's what this feels, or a decent Power 4 team and a G5 team. That's what they literally get to do. SMU is fine. It's all great and dandy that they made it this far and they did so well in their first year, but I'm not giving them a chance here. The only way that they can produce is, one, the SMU defensive line gets home and they can produce sacks and pressures that leads to turnovers by Allar.
Get home against who, though? Who are they doing this against?
What do you mean?
Joe, they're getting home and stopping the run against teams that are in the mid 70s in sacks and rushing.
No, I get what you're saying. All I'm just trying to say here is that the only way that they could win is that their D-line plays up to the hype that a lot of the SMU fans are going to try and push on us. And then the other part of this, if Kevin Jennings is able to, evade pressure the way that he did against Clemson, I really think in the biggest, scariest part for any SMU fan, the way that we saw that Kevin Jennings, every time a ball was snapped, there was pressure in his face.
Running for his life.
It's going to be tenfold. This Penn State defensive line is better than Clemson's. Abdul Carter is going to be a top 5 pick. You don't have anyone on your offensive line that can block that dude. You don't.
Okay, that's real. Kevin Jennings do be running for his life. I just don't see no blowout though. That's all I'm saying. Like for everybody not giving SMU a chance, I ain't rocking with it.
Plain and simple, they are not going to be able to produce the same level of offensive output anywhere near what they did for most games this season.
I tend to sit here and agree with you, my man. I really, really, really do. It's going to be very interesting to see how that one plays out. All right.
BetOnline remains your top.
Oh, man. Just 7 minutes. Oh, man. That was just 7 minutes of disrespect. Say, dog, I don't think SMU is finna go to Penn State and just lay no egg. It's going to be a competitive game. They wasn't even trying to make it seem like it was a competitive game, bro. And I ain't rocking with that. Ruffino and whatever y'all name was. What's the name of that? The Ruffino and Joe show. Nah, bro, I ain't rocking with that. I guess that's for clickbait. But do y'all really think SMU finna go to Penn State and just get blown out? SMU has been a competitive team all year. They played bad against Clemson. They played bad against Duke and won that game. He ain't talking about Kevin Jennings. He ain't talking about Brashard Smith. He ain't talking about no keys to victory for SMU. It was just Penn State finna just run through SMU. And I just don't agree, bro. Maybe I'm a homer. Maybe I'm biased. Too big of a Kevin Jennings fan. But I think he's special. I think he's the best player in the game. I hear that Abdul Carter, whatever. And he probably going to have a great impact on the game. And I know he going to be a top pick. But we're not finna act like SMU just finna go there and lay down. And SMU don't deserve to be in the playoff. Bro said this was a warm-up game. Like, this is crazy. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this clip we just watched. And y'all let me know what y'all think about SMU and how they go fare against Penn State. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think SMU got a chance. But it's your boy D Knows Bob, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.